Hello again, everybody. Everybody that is tuned in to Formula for Speed so far. I'm your host, Chad. This is my lovely co-host, Babyface. Please say hello.
Hello.
Guys, we're excited to be back for the 2021 season. Mm-hmm. It starts. We're here, Babyface.
It started. Bahrain.
Guys, we were talking. We're very excited about this this season because we feel like with the rule changes, it has greatly benefited some teams and not so much others. Looks like it's greatly benefited my team, McLaren Boys Babyface.
Yeah.
Because we're making strides. Just watching guys, practice 1, 2, and 3, right? I feel like you start seeing the times, what they may be during the race. I felt like some teams were still holding back a little bit. Then for qualifying, we started to see where people were. Babyface, was it me or did Ferrari find pace that was clearly not there last year?
Yeah, they found the pace.
Guys, let us know in the comments what you think about, even with qualifying, guys, just to let you know. I'm looking, and for me, it was expected.
Can we talk about qualifying and how a spin out messed up some qualifying times?
I was going to get to there, but let's get it now. Guys, we're going to get to it right away. They call him on the internet, and I didn't make up this name, Marshall Spin. Nikita, he was getting good lap times in testing, and I felt like he was it was higher times, lap times. But when you get to qualifying, you got to run. You got to go, full race pace. So he spins, which he's been doing. He's doing practices, and he spins, guys. And when he spun, double yellow flags. It messed up Ocon and messed up Seb, which they said Seb ignored the double yellow flags. It messed up a couple people's lap times because he spun. I don't know if he... Guys, let me know in the comments. What are you noticing with him? I know that car's not the best. Because even Mick has had a couple spins, but not as much as this kid. He's losing it on the back end. It's like he's coming out of a corner, giving it too much throttle, and he's I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. But how did you feel about that, Babyface? I mean,
I was mad. I was mad because I wasn't mad for him. I was mad at the people that were affected, mainly Vettel, because I was really, I've been on the edge of my seat waiting for Vettel. I kind of in my mind pictured that Vettel would come out on the Aston Martin and prove Ferrari wrong, and this is his second chance. And when I saw that, I was mad.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was I know, and guys, as well as you know, right? A lot of it takes funding, right? So the kid's there because he brings funding.
Yeah, we all
I'm not quite sure where. I don't know what he's going to do throughout the season. I hope it gets better for him. But when it came to qualifying, that Red Bull looked good. They stated this is the best car they've built during the hybrid era. So Max is on pole. Now, contrast, Perez was having issues with his car, mechanical issues, which is unfortunate. But we'll get to him in a second. Hamilton, 2. Bottas, 3. Not surprised. I think Mercedes, from testing, guys, as you saw, from testing to practicing to qualifying, that car looks a lot better. So in that week's time, they figured a lot of things out. Leclerc, Babyface.
Yeah, 4th. Who's 5th?
Pierre Gasly.
Yes.
Honda, guys, as you know, this is Honda's last year in the sport, right? And they stated they want to leave Red Bull with a good engine, a lot of horsepower. So that car looks good, as well as the AlphaTauri. So I was happy to see that. Gasly ran strong. After that, Babyface, guess who was 6 and 7?
Lando Norris and Danny Rick.
Thank you. My McLaren boys, guys. My McLaren boys. The brand new Mercedes customers. Looking good. I think they're going to have a solid year. Then, 8th, which a four grid difference, which Carlos Sainz still has to get used to that Ferrari.
Yeah.
Still feel he's not comfortable there. 9th, Alonso.
Mm-hmm.
Strong 9th. Strong 9th. He looks solid in qualifying. Lance Stroll, the first Aston Martin. I still think they have some things to get figured out because they're brand new engine.
Yeah.
And it's not a brand new engine, but what I meant to say, brand new car design.
Yeah.
This is all their guys. This is their car. No taking from other cars, imitating, maybe duplicate. None of that. So this is totally their car. Brand new state of the art. We covered this before. Their new car. I still think there's some things that need to be worked out. So Lance Stroll's running 10th. Perez. Sergio.
11th.
Mm-hmm. That's the mechanical things that got to be worked out. But I have faith in him. Giovinazzi. Listen, that's how you know the Ferrari has found power. They're running 12th. So, guys, the Alfa Romeo running 12th. Solid. Sonata. Yuki.
Mm-hmm.
Proud to see him there. Rookie driver.
Yeah.
13th.
Mm-hmm.
Solid for a rookie driver. Guys, if you've been following testing practices, this kid has promise. He looks good, babyface.
Yeah,
He's
does.
quick. He's not scared. He shows a mature poise that a lot of rookie drivers sometimes don't show.
Yeah.
But he looks good.
Yeah.
Guys, watch out for him. Let me know in the comments what you think. What do you guys think about the rookie drivers so far? All of them. Let me know what you think. Raikkonen, solid, 14th. So, they call him old man. He still got it, to me.
He does.
George Russell, the Williams. And I stated this. I think they're going to start slowly crawling their way back from just the depths of bottomness. Yeah. They are. Solid 15th. Ocon. He was another one that got messed up in Q1 because of the spin.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be solid. I think Alpine, once they figure out some things, they're going to be a solid, competing for the best of the rest. Latifi, 17th. Vettel, 18th. Vettel got messed up by the flags, of course.
Yeah.
The last two were Haas's.
Yeah.
Mick, I think, is going to do... He's going to progress during the season.
Yeah.
The kid, Nikita, I'm interested to see how he does. Guys, let me know what you... Really interested to see how he does. Because he doesn't seem to have control at race pace. He doesn't look comfortable with this car at race pace. Testing, he's taking a lot of laps at a slower pace. When he has to really put that throttle down and run with the rest of them in a race, it doesn't look comfortable.
But Bahrain, now that you've gone through the entire grid...
That was qualifying, yeah.
Bahrain was exciting.
Guys, it was exciting.
It was from the start to after we got off the start. In the middle, it was a bit okay, but there was plenty going on. The end was just as nailed. But this was exciting.
Oh, you mean it was drama filled, which people seem to want.
I don't think it was drama filled. It was exciting. There was some good racing going on.
Excellent racing. Lap before the formation lap, Sergio. Now, to give you backstory, Sergio Perez and I think Pierre Gasly had to switch some things around from car to car. They swapped some things, battery pack and something else with the computer and programming, I believe. But on the formation lap, Sergio lost all power.
Yes, he did.
And the Red Bull grid, the Red Bull garage, should I say, the mechanics, they didn't look surprised. It's like they were hoping it wasn't going to happen, but they weren't surprised that it did.
But thankfully, he did not have to retire. He was able to get the power back, and he just had to start from the pit lane.
He started from the pit lane. So, guys, that was exciting to see. I was excited to see on his first race he didn't have to retire.
What was amazing, and I will admit, I have not been thus far. I've not been a huge Sergio fan.
Yeah.
I frankly wasn't really paying attention much to him. I knew he was a solid driver. He just wasn't one of my favorites. now, once I saw that car die, I was really rooting for him. I was like, no. I need you to do well. Red Bull is my second favorite team. Mm-hmm. And I will say the following. Pierre Gasly didn't find the success that he was hoping for with Red Bull. Got replaced by Albon mid-season. Albon came in really aggressive. The kid has potential. It wasn't the right... He wasn't the right fit for Red Bull for what they were looking for. Red Bull hasn't had that 1-2, as you've said plenty of times, with Danny Rick and Max, where they were pretty close and they were able to back each other up as needed or as, applicable. If Red Bull does not get that 1-2 punch, whether 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, really close team pairing with Sergio, then it's no longer the drivers, it's Red Bull, because Sergio is a solid driver. He has talent, he's proved himself, he did very well for Racing Point. Sergio is the right fit for this seat, even though I was really hoping for Hülkenberg to come back, but I will admit, Sergio's the right fit. So when I saw that car die, I thought to myself, no, we're not going to do wrong by Sergio. Give him what he needs, because he will deliver for you. And when I saw him take off and I saw his name slowly climbing up throughout the race, I was so geeked.
Well, hold on, don't go too far. We got to get to lap 1. Nikita! As the internet calls him, guys, they call him Nikita Mazepin. Lap number 1. He's getting passed by now his teammate, Mick. He's in last place. He spins. There's no one around.
No, he spun by himself.
He spun by himself. First yellow flag. He spins. He spins. I have a feeling if they don't figure that out for him and help him figure that out, this is going to be like this all season for him. He didn't even get out of lap 1. He spun by himself.
Yeah, he did.
And I'm not going to say any names. One of the commentators said, when you have the slowest car on the grid, and guys, a lot of you probably heard this while watching the race. When you have the slowest car on the grid, the least you can do is navigate the car throughout the race to get to the finish line. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said. The least you can do is just hang on, get through the race. Couldn't do it.
Right, now that you've said it in the vanilla fashion, Martin Brundle said there's no point in putting your foot down the throttle when you've got the slowest car on the grid. Pace yourself, because otherwise that happens. And sure enough, he went straight into the wall.
Well, guys, it was exciting because he went straight into the wall. That wasn't exciting. But what I will say, and they were kind of afraid because that's where Grosjean went into.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I noticed a lot of teams are getting used. There wasn't a lot of testing time. So to start the race, they're getting used to these tires. Yeah. Red Bull looks to have the best car setup for these tires, right? No one started on hard. My McLaren boys, amongst other drivers, started on the soft. Mercedes and Red Bull started on the medium, I believe. Mm-hmm. So it was exciting coming off. When I saw the start, Bottas didn't have the greatest start.
No, he didn't.
He fludged the start. Something happened. I don't know what happened. He didn't have the greatest start. So going throughout the race, and guys, let us know in the comments again what you thought about the start, what you thought about the beginning, the stuff that happened in the beginning. It was a solid race, right?
It was nail-biting because between the back and forth between Verstappen and Hamilton, there was a bunch of back and forth between Sainz and Alonso. And then you had Perez and Leclerc. There were a bunch of battles happening.
I'm gonna tell you, I was very excited to see, of course, my McLaren boys had pace. Leclerc showed good pace throughout. I felt bad because Vettel had to start on the back because he took a penalty for double yellow flags, and I just don't think he, again, wasn't comfortable with the car. To me, Vettel didn't get his rhythm throughout the race. And but hold on, he had an incident with Ocon, right? And Ocon passed him fair and square. He just ran into the back of him. Vettel ran into the back of him, got a 10-second penalty. Mm-hmm. Throughout the rest of the race, I'm noticing other teams. I'm just watching the front. I was excited to see Hamilton and Verstappen started to, and it came down to, guys, let me know what you think. This year, to me, these races are going to come down to strategy. Because Hamilton came in before Verstappen. And the reason why they had the advantage because it was two Mercedes running with a Red Bull. Now, towards the end of the race, Perez came up and he charged back to the pack. Looking good. Had a long stint on those tires.
Yeah.
Hamilton, to me, got the hards on. He managed his tires better than Bottas.
But he tends to, that is along with, or that falls in line with how it's been all these years. Hamilton is just a better tire manager than Bottas is.
Yeah, and I feel like, and to be fair, Bottas had a long pit stop, like 10 plus seconds. They couldn't get the right front off. Right, so that was a tough break for him. Lando, man, finished fourth, babyface.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Strong race.
You know who didn't finish? Alonso.
Alonso, mechanical issues.
Alonso did not finish.
Actually, the brakes failed. Had to come in. So not a good start for Alpine because let me look back and see. We forgot to mention Gasly was running strong. He got into, it was kind of a weird thing because he hit the back of Danny Rick's. He hit the back of the McLaren.
Yeah.
His wing clipped the back of Danny Rick's back left tire, guys. And when it happened, he lost his wing. He never made it.
No. He
never made it back after that. He was always in the back. In fact, he finished 17th.
Yeah,
right in front of Latifi. Actually, he didn't finish at all. He didn't finish.
That was
He didn't finish.
The start of the end for him, sadly enough. But I was very disappointed with Vettel. Very
10-second penalty.
Because that is just not. I'm sorry.
It's not the start you want.
That's not only is it not the start that you want, but in essence, here I am all excited for you, and I gave Vettel a bunch of crap when he was still with Ferrari, and he was spinning, and I was mad because I was a Vettel fan, and I felt let down and disappointed by someone that I was a huge fangirl for, and I was excited that he would, here he comes, Racing Point, now Aston Martin, he's going to do great, he's going to redeem himself, and then I saw him do that, which was his fault, and initially when you saw me watch it, and I thought, no, that's not his fault, that's Alcon's fault. No, it was Vettel's fault.
I caught it as soon as I saw it, yeah.
And once I realized that, my disappointment came back, and the realization that perhaps, okay, he's with a new team, but perhaps the same thing will just continue. Maybe Seb isn't the reliable driver that I thought would all of a sudden reappear, and the talent re-emerge. So I will say that is probably the most upsetting thing about the Bahrain race for me, when I saw Vettel make that mistake, blatantly make that mistake, and blow his race. But besides that, my God, it was exciting.
I will tell you something else. Mick made it through, guys.
He did.
The one horse that made it through the whole race. He finished 16th, last of the active, but he finished the race, which I think will do it may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but as a rookie driver coming into F1 with a car that is not very good at all, the worst on the grid to me, to finish that race, when your teammates spin out and it continues to spin out, that does a lot for your confidence. George Russell, 14th, solid drive from George.
Yeah.
So Williams is coming back a little bit. Sonata, Yuki in the points. Ninth, guys. That
he
kid
did very well.
Very solid race. We were proud to see him do it.
Very mature driving style. He got into a couple of battles with, I think he got into one, if I remember correctly, with Kimi.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of wheel-to-wheel driving, and Yuki did very well. He was aggressive, not overly aggressive, not reckless. He was aggressive, but also kept it very clean, which from past experiences, the rookies, when they're aggressive, sometimes that comes with recklessness as well. Yeah. And he seems to have the very thin balance of, I'm going to be aggressive, but also clean, safe. I'm not going to crash out myself or cause someone to have an accident.
That's very true. He looked good.
Yeah.
Another small battle that made me very happy to watch was Alonso, Vettel, and Sainz all battling for 8th. That was great. That was good to see. But guys, the battle at the front, I say this. He doesn't race for my team, but for all the Hamilton haters, you can't deny what he did today. I mean, he should not have been able to hold Verstappen off with those tires. 10 laps older on a hard tire, and he held him off. He shouldn't have been able to do it, but he did.
And it was, in my opinion, it was Red Bull's race to lose because Max did overtake him, but he went way off the track, and then he had to give the position back, which I don't think anyone can really disagree with that. That was the right thing to do. Had Max perhaps waited a little while longer because he had, 5 laps left or something like that, he could have done it in a more clean fashion to secure the win. But yes, I don't think you can disagree with the fact that Hamilton is an amazing talent and we should enjoy it while we have him around. But I will say, one thing that made me mad about that battle between Hamilton and Max is that I was missing the battle between Leclerc and Perez. Because while those two were fighting out front, which was very exciting, I will admit, was very exciting, I was watching Perez like a hawk, and I just kept seeing the names flip-flop, and I was like, no! Camera! Show me Perez and Leclerc! I want to see that!
But you know who they didn't catch? They didn't catch my boy, Lando! They did not catch Lando. It was one of those things where I think people take, because I've been watching Formula One guys for a long time. And what I will say is, out of all the drivers I've seen that manage tires, the reason for me, I've watched all the greats going back. The reason for me why Max couldn't do it, it's not easy. Any other driver I think he could have taken. But Lewis is a master at not only managing the tires, but knowing where to place the car so you don't pass him. Knowing where to say, he even knew where to charge the battery to get the most out of the worn tires so he wouldn't get past. He knew what sections where he had to cover off or where he could give up. But he said, I'll give this up so when I could gain on here, and it worked. That takes experience. It takes skill. For me, when I saw that, I'm like, God, I wish he was back with McLaren. I wish he, because I mean, you don't see that often. But guys, let us know what you think. This was a very exciting race. We enjoyed it.
Yeah. Just
looking at the standings, it was Red Bull's race for me to lose, but you're not talking about a slouch. Past the greatest of our generation, and it's not easy to do. You've not seen a talent like this since Schumi. So to say you're just going to pass the guy, and Red Bull knows it. They're like, okay. Again, Mercedes this year does not have the quickest car. They don't. Red Bull, to me, has a quicker car, a better car. It's going to come down to strategy.
Listen, I've mentioned this to you. My hat's off to Max. Max has grown a lot in the last 2 years. He went from Crash Stappen to, I think Max is going to be a very worthy opponent for Hamilton.
Did you see how happy Hamilton was after? I've not seen Hamilton that excited in a long time. He wants the battle.
Yeah.
He wants it.
But I think Max is going to be a worthy opponent.
Yeah.
He's grown a lot in the last 2 years. He's matured. And the fact that he is going after and keeping it clean and exciting with a 7-time world champion. Listen, this is not a debate about whether Hamilton is the greatest of all time or if he's greater than Schumi. That's not what we're debating right now. Hamilton, right now, on the grid, is the best driver on the grid right now in 2021. Mm-hmm. We're not looking at anything else. Right now, he is the most successful F1 driver on that grid. 7 titles speak for themselves. And the fact that Max, at the age that he has, can chase him down and make him sweat a little bit says a lot to Max's talent. So I think great things are, and I think we've always known this, great things to be expected out of Max. I think he's going to make this season very exciting. But my goodness, what a way to start the 2021 season. Because if we are going to keep seeing that type of racing in the front, and that type of racing in the mid-pack, 2021 is going to be so exciting. Even though the podium was, if you just looked at the results and saw Hamilton, Bottas, and Max, and you didn't see the race, it'd be easy for you to think, oh, it's just like 2020. Look, those three are back on the podium. Watch it, stick around for it, because I wager it's going to be a very exciting race.
I will tell you, I'm going to leave you with this, guys. I do like at the end, the radio Bono came on and said, hey, basically telling Hamilton, nice job. Hamilton said, I still got it. And Bono said, nice job for an old man. Hamilton's 36, babyface. He is the third oldest driver on the grid. In F1 terms, any sport, to race that high level at that age is hard to do. He's an old man. He is. By the time if McLaren will ever get him back, we'll get him back at age 38. He's old. F1 terms, standards, he's old man.
If we've learned anything, Kimi, I think, is showing us age is but a number. Kimi is still going, and he's still eating his ice cream.
Still going. So, guys, it was exciting. We had fun. I think you're going to see a lot more Verstappen, Hamilton, and I think Perez is going to get in the mix as well.
I agree.
So I think Red Bull, Mercedes, the war's back on. I think we're good to go. I think McLaren's going to start creeping up as well.
Yeah.
Guys, don't be surprised if you see Ferrari. They seem to have found a whole new engine and some more power. So I'm sure the default team will be happy. But guys, we appreciate you for tuning in. Again, this is Formula for Speed. Like, share, subscribe, please. Let us know what you think, what you thought about this race. Babyface, do you want to leave us with the All-Star Fantasy lineup?
It's your turn.
My turn.
Oh yeah, you said you had this fantasy lineup sandbagged. You were ready. So this.
Oh yes, guys. I would like to pick the old Lotus.
Okay.
Senna's Lotus.
Okay.
Before he joined McLaren.
Yeah.
You could take it from maybe 83.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. I could be wrong.
Okay.
The old school Lotus.
Yeah. I
want Fisichella.
Yeah.
Nelson Piquet.
Okay.
Who you take?
I'll put Schumi and Kimi in it.
Ooh. Schumi and Kimi.
Yeah.
Versus Fisichella and Piquet. That's a good one. I like that. Because Fisichella was always good. If you guys know your history, he can always extract the most out of a difficult driving car. So yeah, that's our pick, guys. Let us know what your picks are. What your fantasy lineup is. Any drivers, any car. And again, we thank you for tuning in. This is Formula for Speed. I'm Chad. This is. Gotta say bye, Babyface. Come on.
Bye.
This is Babyface, and we'll see you next time.